different channel. Like we have 3 or 4 channels, so
Yeah.
they do two classes can run simultaneously. So it's not that difficult.
Oh, can they? Okay. Um, okay. Is that on the website get set up or is it on Facebook?
Is it on web? It is on website as well, Facebook and YouTube.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you are good to go, Michael.
I'm good to go. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Take care.
Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Hello, Kim. You're back again. Hello. You well? Still? Hello, Kim.
Hello, Michael.
Oh, good. You can hear me. Okay, that's great. Yeah. So, did you stay the whole class, the last one, the Pinterest one?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good. Okay. Nice. Pinterest is an interesting app, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but sometimes it's confusing, and also sometimes there are artists wherein they're not really credited, since a lot of people would upload their photos, their work, and there's actually no credit sometimes. But regarding photos and a lot of things on Pinterest, there really are a lot.
Yes.
Cooking, fashion, like everything is
Everything.
in
Yeah.
Pinterest.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a lot. It's a great place to sort of store your information for some future date or to use. It's really uh, it's great. Yeah. So, but Instagram is a whole different ball game. Do you know Instagram?
Yes, I do, but I'm not into Instagram.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
The reason why I actually asked my colleague to swap with me.
Okay.
Okay, so we're waiting for
Yeah.
our students.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, look me, I'm Irish. I'm sure these mornings are going to be very effective because
Hey, who's Irish? Welcome, welcome. Okay, there we are. Class is coming in. Okay. Okay. Right. Susan, how are you?
Yes, I'm well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yes, very well. And Angela, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Ah, that's good. Okay. And Earl, how's Earl?
Oh, good, real good.
Ah, that's good. Not just good, but real good. Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Well, we had 5 booked and the 4 are in. So I would imagine that could be it. Ah, I recognize you, Earl. That's great. Yeah. Welcome back into my class. I can't hear you. You haven't got your mic on. Push your space bar down.
Yeah, I've enjoyed your classes.
Ah, that's great. That's great. Thank you. So Earl, what brings you to Instagram class? No, I can't hear you. Push your microphone down.
Yeah, we got the television on too. I was still up, so I thought I'd get it on and see what it's all about.
Okay, okay. Do you use Instagram, Earl?
No,
No. Okay. Okay, but you will after this class, I'm sure. Okay. Susan, why are you in this class?
I've had an Instagram account for several months, but I hardly ever use it. And I wanted to see what I was missing.
Okay, you're missing a lot.
I guess so.
Angela, are you with us yet? How are you? And okay, Angela, Anastasia. Okay, that's
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
good. Okay, so how are you?
Fine, thanks.
And what do you want out of this class? Why are you interested in Instagram?
Just curiosity.
Aha, you know what curiosity did, didn't you? All right, let's make a start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, share some slides with you, particularly for the people that are really just interested and don't know too much about. So can you see my screen, the Instagram screen? Nod your head or put in chat. That's great. Thank you very much. Okay. So as Instagram, as Get Set Up likes us to do, introduce ourselves. My name is Michael Plumstead, as you can see on the screen. And I live in Perth, Australia. It's now just gone 11 a.m. in the morning on the 1st of April. And yeah, I enjoy reading, researching, writing, vlogging, blogging, and helping business people. And I love being a trainer on Get Set Up. So that's me, your guide for today. Okay. So let's move through. Hello, Mumsy. Nice to see you as well. Okay, welcome to our class. We're just about starting now, so you haven't missed anything. Feel free to leave your microphones on. It doesn't matter. There are only 5 of us in the class, and we can chat and ask questions as we go along. Particularly some of you really don't know anything about Instagram, then you're going to have questions, I'm sure. And those that are experienced, that have had Instagram for many years, you're going to have different questions. So please ask them. Okay. So Instagram is a messaging app. Okay. I don't really like that word very much, but it is what it is. And you share photos and you share videos. The most important thing with Instagram is the tagline you see on your screen right now. It captures and shares the world's moments. So unlike Facebook, where you would upload all your photographs from your holiday or your Easter weekend, Instagram is about a moment in the Easter weekend. Okay, so it might be a photograph taken around the festive dining room table, or maybe another moment out, outside, now that the weather for you is warming up. So it's about a moment. And you'll see that's the start. I really enjoy Instagram. It's one of my favorite apps, and I don't do it a lot on it, but I do regularly. And because I don't have a product to sell or a service to sell. And if you do, then the approach would be different. And we do have an Instagram business class if you are interested in using it for business. I don't run that. I do just the introduction to Instagram. And it's very, very popular. You can see there are over 1 billion with a B active users. And that was one of the reasons that Facebook bought Instagram. And but the other reason is that technically Instagram is far more advanced than other apps, and it has beautiful editing facilities for photos and videos, serious ones, not playful ones. And so that's another reason why Facebook acquired the technology as well that came with the Instagram. So yeah, what is a messenger app? You know what a messenger app is because you use it all day long, like WhatsApp and Telegram and Messenger and those. And you send messages and you send links and photos and things, and you join groups on them, and you can make calls and so forth. But with Instagram, it's about a picture. It's about a moment in time. It's almost like a notch above all the playful type things. I mean, this is also fun, but people, the average age here is much older than, let's say, on Snapchat or TikTok or, some of the others. So people use Instagram for that particular moment, keeping it forever, okay, and sharing it with who they want to share it with. And every posting is first about a picture or a video, okay? And then there's some text with it. So you have lots of fun, getting the photographs together. And there are also beautiful groups of people in there and topics. And remember, because every posting starts with a picture or a video, when you join that group, you just see masses of beautiful pictures and videos. So it's really worthwhile looking seriously at Instagram, and you will find that in the beginning, maybe to post a video might just be a little bit difficult. But after once or twice, you'll find it very easy. But a picture is easy to post, very easy. A photograph is very easy to post. There are some terms we need to know, and I'll be using in the class. And you'll also understand when you've opened up your Instagram and you start working with it. The first one is following. ING on the end refers to the list of users that you follow, and I'll show you how to follow people. Okay, so there's a list of people that you follow on Instagram, and you could follow friends, celebrities, brands, and we'll go live. I intend after the slides to connect my phone so that you can see it on your screen, and we'll go live and work. It's still an experiment for Zoom that you're watching on now. So it has bombed out on me before in a class, but I'm sure it won't today. Then the other term is followers with ERS, are the users that follow you. And remember, you're going to be posting for the people that follow you. That's one of the things of Instagram, okay? Yes, you'll have your family following you and so on, but that's not the fun. The fun is you'll be following people, and other people, not necessarily the same people, will be following you. And they follow you because, you know, they resonate with what you are doing and what you are posting. And that's a beautiful word, resonate. It really fits well with Instagram. So I would like you to, you know, once you move on to it, yes, you can, it's easy to follow. It's easier just to follow other people. But it's also a lot of fun for yourself if you start finding the odd photograph, you know, maybe of your pot plant in your lounge, or, you know, a dinner environment, or you know, at a restaurant, you know, taking the odd photograph that means something to you, that is special. And so there are various ways also of controlling the whole process, because a lot of questions are often asked. What about my security? What do I do if I don't like people coming and going? And a start is definitely here, what you see on your screen now, the privacy terms. But you also have settings, and I'll show you where the settings are. We won't go into detail with the settings on the phone because we do have an advanced Zoom class and a business class that you could join and get the advanced. My purpose is to hope that you're going to enjoy Instagram like I enjoy Instagram, okay? And then it will be a class worthwhile for me. All right, so there are terms like mute. If you feel that maybe somebody's posting too often and it's coming up in your activity page, you can just mute, you know, from people appearing in your feed, okay? Nothing serious, they don't even know about it, and it just helps you get rid of irritants that might be appearing too frequently or inappropriately. You can also restrict a person on Instagram, where a person can comment on your posts, but they will be hidden from other users, okay, except themselves. Okay, so it's really between you and them, and they comment. Okay, you can also unfollow people. You will no longer see that person's feed associated with you at all. But then finally, you can actually take quite severe, and you can block people. The blocked person can't see your photos or videos. They can't even search for your account. Okay, so, and you can block them, and they'll go their way. For whatever reason you want to block them, it doesn't make any difference. You're entitled to block them, okay? And they'll move on with all their other followers and things that they use. I want to tell you that Instagram is, when you look at it on a smartphone, and you know, with everybody probably that is in class today, if you have different devices, you know, whether it's an iPhone or an Android and a different make of Android, all sorts of, Instagram is going to just appear differently to what I'm showing you, either on the slides or when I go live. It is going to look different. The functionality is the same, but where you find things on your screen are going to be different. So if you've got it up and going now while you're watching this, your screen might well be different. Okay. All right. So the most important thing when you've opened an Instagram account, which is free, is to share a picture, okay, just a picture, and so that as people come to follow you, you know, you're giving them something now for following you. All right, and you can decide, how personal you get or how impersonal you get, or whether it's just going to be your hobby that you're going to maybe post photographs and have people following you with your hobby. So to start the process, you look for a plus sign on your screen. Okay. In this particular slide, it's at the bottom, and on my phone it's right at the top, up here somewhere on the top of Instagram. So you look for a plus sign. Sometimes on some devices, it actually says post. So yeah, you would be looking for whichever it is that's on your phone, but you're looking to post a picture, okay, and create a possibly even a story, and we'll come back to it. As soon as you click on the plus sign, a screen similar to what you see here comes up. It defaults to the last photograph that possibly you took on Instagram or with Instagram, and but you can then also, it gives you an option to go into your device and collect a photograph from your device. So if you're working on the desktop, you can get photographs historically back, and Instagram only allows you to select a handful of photographs that you can then bring up into Instagram that you're going to use, okay, for either this post or the next week's post. You can bring them up and store them in a library, okay, and you can manage the library as you move along, and I'll show you where you would do that, okay. And then you can, if you're not going to upload a photograph, you can actually take a photograph there and then now and immediately start the posting process. And I'll show you that when we get live, when we go live, and you can take a video. And then this screen is now you've chosen your picture, and in this case, a slide, you can see the river with the city behind it, and it's a North American river and city. And now you've finished with this one screen, you've chosen your picture, you now click on next, okay? And now it gives you the option to start simple but very effective editing, okay? So you can filter, as you can see, and I'll show you when we get onto the camera. You can make it a black and white picture, or you can enhance the blue, and really make it a very professional thing. Then, having filtered it, you can click, you see on the right or the bottom of the screen is edit. You can then edit the same photograph. It carries the photograph through from screen to screen on your phone. And so you can get a warmth feeling, you can get the contrast right, or you just leave it alone as it is and you like it, and you click next on the top right hand. The next might also have an arrow there, might not have the word next, okay? Almost like on the left hand side, if you wanted to go back, there's a back arrow on the left top, and you could click back. And sometimes there's an arrow like that on some of the devices onto that side there. Okay, now we're on to the last page, okay? And we are now ready to put some text in next to the picture. Remember, Instagram is always first about a picture or a video. Then comes the text. So now you can put text in. If there were people in the pic, you can tag them and put their names in, okay? You can add a location where the picture was taken, and you can also allow or disallow it to go to various other apps like Facebook, okay? You would then just click them or go to advanced settings and see what the options are under there as well. So that's how you would post, okay? You would then click post. I actually didn't show you, there at the top right-hand side is the share, okay? And it might have the word post, okay, there on your device, on the top right-hand side. But it also could be on the, on the bottom right-hand side. On different apps, it's in different places, but it's very obvious where it is. on the device, because now you're going to do the final, you're going to post. Okay, so now you've learned in theory how to post to your followers. Okay, now we create a story for your followers. Okay, a story can be with individual pictures put together, and a story lasts for 15 seconds. Okay, and it can be a video for 15 seconds. So you would look for, if you're going to take a photograph for creating the story, you would look for the little camera, and you would have an option to immediately take a photograph or a video right from the app. Okay, or you can go back to your library from something you've taken before. There we are, and select one that you want to create your story. So in this case, we got a slightly modified picture, but there's a picture of, now at this point on this, you can now save, bottom left hand, you can save the photograph, okay, and you come back to it later. Okay, it doesn't get posted, nobody can see it, or you can immediately post it to your story. Now your story is going to stay at only the story, not your postings and other things we'll talk about, but something on Instagram called the story or your story will last for 24 hours. And then Instagram deletes it. You, as a person who has put up a story, you can save it to your profile page for some future use maybe, okay? So, and I'll show you where to do that. It's under highlights on your profile. So you could go immediately and do that. You could also come up, you see the various options of editing up here. So let's say we click just on the smiley face, okay? Now the next page comes up, you can now use any of the things you see on the screen. And, you know, in an advanced Instagram class, you know, they would hopefully walk you through those various options and what they mean, but you can experiment with them just by clicking on them, okay? Now in the case here, we've clicked on the first two, and we get back to that editing page, having clicked on that little smiley face up there, and you can see now we've got the location, Boston, Massachusetts, and we can move that anywhere where you want it on the picture. And we've got a hashtag for city life, okay? And that can also be moved. So you can now publish it onto your story. You can post it onto your story, or you can send it to individual people. Send the link, because this picture now is a specific URL. So you now can send the link to somebody else. And we'll perhaps do that if we have time with the live version. So that's how you post a story, okay? And if you're anything like me, you're going to have made a mistake, perhaps spelled something wrong, and you only realize it after you have posted. Or you think, oh, I really don't want this. No, I don't want it anymore, okay? I shouldn't have posted it, okay? You come up to your posting on the top right-hand side, there are 3 dots. You click on those 3 dots, okay? And this comes up that you see now on your screen, okay? So you can edit if you want to maybe change a spelling mistake, or you can delete it forever, okay? Or you can archive it and come back to it at a later stage, okay? Or, you know, you can now share wherever you wanted to share it originally, but you clicked on button. So you got these options through the 3 little dots on top of each other at the top. So you can edit it after you've launched it. Then the thing that's the most easy and the least effort is to follow people on Instagram. And what you do here is you look for a magnifying glass in most instances, but some of the apps, as I mentioned, might have the word search or might encourage you to follow. So those different, and I'm sure there are other words that in the variety of different apps that they are, not apps, but devices that they are. So anyway, you look for the magnifying glass, and you can also, and then you'll get a whole lot of options of scrolling down, and seeing hundreds and hundreds of possibilities that you might want to follow. So you look and see what resonates with you, okay? And you also have a reason for being on Instagram. You also have your own personal hobbies, okay? And your own personal interests and your own personal businesses, and or even own personal problems, okay? That you want to find what other people are doing with similar problems. So you would scroll down, you would click on them, have a look at them, and decide yes or no. And this is where you would follow people, okay? Would be under the magnifying glass and look. And or you could type a person's name in there. Let's say you're looking for somebody called Mandy, or Mandy somebody or another. And so what happens, you type in the word Mandy, M at the top, and immediately in this case, Mandy came at the top of the search, but there are lots of other Mandys as well. Okay, so you would look for the one that you're looking by looking at the photograph probably, or you would click on them, and let's click on this Mandy, and it brings you to her home page. Okay, and you can now see what else she has posted, and you can see a little bit of information, and you can see some of the stories that she has saved to her profile page, okay, that she has put up as well, and you can watch them as well. But the big thing we're talking about is following. So here you see this big blue, you would click on follow, okay. Now you will receive the postings that she gets in your activity page, the page that you default to, okay. And I'll show you in a minute when we go live what that actually is. So that's how you follow people, okay. So we've seen how to post a picture, okay, on the slides. We've seen how to create a story of 15 seconds long, very similar to the posting of the picture. It's just another icon that you click on, and how to follow with the magnifying glass. And then, of course, you create a profile for yourself with take time with the profile of describing yourself, okay? Because people they will see what you post first, you know, and now they perhaps want to follow you, so they'll go to your profile and see what you've said about yourself and have a look at your other posts. So, and if you're wanting to promote a product or a service, then you would perhaps put something about that product or service. Okay, so you see that's a typical image for your profile, but it actually might just have the word profile. So depending on which device you're using, and also it depends a lot on whether your software is up to date, because as software updates, things change, okay? All right, so you hit your profile page, and you now get to a page similar to one like this. And you've got really two options. On the top right-hand side, you've got 3 lines. That will get you to the security and all other types of settings. But your ordinary everyday setting is here under Edit Profile. And I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to stop sharing these slides, and I'm going to now see if Zoom is going to work and behave itself and allow us to use my phone, and we'll see. Okay, and we'll share that. And okay, give me a way. I'm just working on my phone at the moment and connecting the two devices. And we'll see. And yes, we are successful. And can you see, nod your head or put the thumbs up or say yes, you can see my camera, my screen, my phone on the screen. Okay. Nobody's saying anything. Can't you see this? Earl's got a thumb. And Mumsy too. Thank you. All right. So you can. Susan, can you? Because you're the only one of the video on. So okay, I can see you're nodding your head. Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Okay. That's good. All right. So now we've landed on. You see at the bottom left-hand side, the home page. Okay, the activity page. And so what one does now is you can scroll down, okay, and you would do yours, and you would be seeing posts, recent posts made by people that you are connected to, okay, and so you page down and you see, okay, that's could be an interesting one. And you think, okay, let's take some activity and do something, because these are my people, okay? These are the people that are connected to me and I'm connected to them. So let's look at this, the Shred Skate Park in Cork Bay in Cape Town, okay? Now you can immediately click on the like button, okay? So now you've liked that. So you've already got a connection through some other ways. That's why it's in this home page, okay? You can comment on it by clicking on the comment button, that round, and you can say, let's just say there, great pick, okay, and type something, you immediately click on post, and it's busy posting, you can see there, and we now hit the back arrow, and we have posted, there it is, okay, and 21 other people have commented on it as well, okay. So there's also an option up here. You see this little, I call it a paper aeroplane, because I used to make aeroplanes in that shape. You click on it, and so you can say, fine, you want to now add that to your 15-second story there, okay? Or you can send it to individual people. So all you would do would just click on them there, or maybe we'll do that one, and we'll send that off. We'll click on send, and it's gone off to that particular person, okay? So you can share those from this particular activity. Now, there's another option while you're looking down at everything on your activity. You might say, well, let me click on the name of this place, okay, and let's see what comes up, okay. Well, whenever you click on the name, you're going to land up on that, the people who posted it, or the person who posted it, or the company that posted it. You're going to land up on their profile page, okay, and it clearly is. You can find out information. It's a skateboard park, and it's got an eatery and a shop, and it gives lessons and birthday parties and all sorts of things. Lots of posts and lots of people following, and they following lots of people. So you find out a lot of information about it, and you can see that I'm already following that person, okay, and that's because my son owns the place. Okay, so I keep track on what's going on. And you see the stories down here that only lasted 24 hours, but they saved them. So now you can now click on that. This is the only place you would see those stories after 24 hours. The first 24 hours, it's public for everybody to see. Okay, and so we're going to click the back arrow on the top left, and we go back to, you can see on the bottom left here, we're back to the home page. And so that's where you would, make yourself a cup of tea, put your feet up on your favorite chair, and you would look through your activity page and have fun because you've connected with these people. Okay, so look at their posts and interact with them, like it, make a comment. Okay, send it to other people that might like it. So you're going to be, this is where you become active, is on this page particularly. Okay, but now I'm going to take you to the magnifying glass, and we'll start there on the bottom, nearly on the left next to the house. We're going to click on the magnifying glass. Now remember what the magnifying glass did? It was a place you could follow people. Okay, now Instagram with its AI is making all sorts of suggestions to you about what you can look at or consider in order to follow. Okay, and each person will be different because the AI is picking up different things. So we wouldn't both be looking at the identical photographs at any given time. Okay, and so we move down and we just see any of them. Okay, and we maybe take, I'm going to take that one just as an example because I'm sure it can't be contentious. And you look at them, okay, they're growing probably some vegetables for their garden maybe. You can now decide at this point, you see on the top, do I follow? Okay, do I follow this person? Would I like to? So let me follow. You click follow, and the word follow changes to follow in. Okay, and immediately the AI, the artificial intelligence says, hey, what about some of these? They're similar ones. Okay, and you can think, I didn't want to follow. You can click it again, and you could then, it goes back to follow. Okay. Another option, if you want to find more about this particular profile, you can click the name and go to the profile page itself. Okay, there's Gigi, the kitchen gardener. Okay, growing fruit and veg, and there we are. Whatever you can see, I can see, and you can page down. You can listen to some of the stories there in the circle, all the stories. You can see all the other things they posted. And now you look at this, you can see that this is a serious person that really is, if you're into this, if this is your subject, then now you found somebody that's worth following, because sometimes people post things about all types of things. Okay, and so, but here he's focused on specifically the things that you are seeing here. And so from my own personal point, okay, because I'm into growing microgreens and vegetables in pots, and I now click following. So every time I come on Instagram, I find something. Okay, and so immediately the AI said, hey, why don't you follow these as well? Okay, and I usually have a look, right, because it's not an unintelligent AI if you ever get such a thing, and you think, well, does anything resonate with you? That's the key word, resonate. Okay, and not really. Okay, So nothing particularly resonates with me. So now we're going to go back to the left-hand top and click the back arrow, and then click the back arrow again, and we're back to searching. So that's how you follow people, okay? You come to the magnifying glass, find something that interests you, and then go and have a look at it, and then decide to follow or not to follow. Now, there are also other options of things that you can do, and that is this little IGTV. You can also follow people. It's IG is Instagram television. Okay, now, these are all videos that you could watch, and you know, if you're interested in gardening and you want to know how to pot up dahlia tubers, then you know you would automatically click on that. Okay, well, let's just click on it anyway, and we've seen the video, and we can decide you know that we want to watch them or not want to watch them or follow them. I've taken the sound off so that I want to show you you know where we are, and we're going to click the minus sign on the top right hand side. So you could also follow people from this IGTV at the top. Let's click that back arrow, and you know you might be into any of the things that you see categories at the top. Okay, travel, architecture, you move them from right to left, decor, style, food, art, do-it-yourself, and so forth. Okay, you click on any one of those categories, and the appropriate type of pictures and posts come up. Okay, so we click back on the back arrow, and the only other thing that I'd like to show you here is the search at the top. Use that a lot, particularly for what you are looking for. Okay, so you will find anything in Instagram, and it's always a beautiful place to go because everybody posts, you know, with. So you know you can click on, let's say, landscapes, and it will then go to landscapes, and everybody that's been posting onto landscapes. Okay, so you look at that. I absolutely love it. I've always taken time and effort and trouble to, no matter how small your garden is, you can make it look beautiful, and it's a lovely environment to sit in your own garden and feel good. So we click the back arrow, and so we don't want to search anymore. And so, right, so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to click back on the that home page, because I want to get to the top now. I want to just show you, see the plus sign? Now you've learned in this class, the plus sign is where you are now going to post something, okay? There I'm redesigning my garden. You can see it's a very small garden, but give me 6 months and come back and you'll see everything would have grown, and it will be it'll be a gnome garden. You can see the gnomes that my wife and I like to put in the garden to have a bit of fun. And it's really is great. So what happens is, let's assume we're going to post that particular picture. If we want to, you see at the bottom of the screen here, the word post. Next to it is story. So if you're going to do a quick 15-second story, Reels is also videos. It's a 1-minute video. And then, of course, you get the IGTV, which can be up to an hour long. So, yeah, all the things I showed you in the slides. You can see just behind at the bottom down here, there is a place to bring your photographs up from your device and put them in there. And you click manage if you want to bring some from elsewhere, okay? Like your device where you've got pictures on your camera. And then you click on next. And remember, I showed you all these options of filtering down here. So you know, you can click on one of them, and it then filters accordingly. Click on another one, you can see it filters accordingly. And so when you've done that, you can click on edit, and as I showed you on the slides, there are all sorts of options of editing, and it just goes from right to left. You can pull the things there, and you just experiment. You actually don't need to know what happens. You just have a look at the picture and decide, is that what I want? Okay. Then having edited, you go to the top right-hand corner and click next or an arrow. It comes up there. This is your final page of post. This is where you now write a caption. Okay. So you put something there. Whoops. Okay, and then you would, if there were, click on tag people. There aren't any people to tag, so otherwise you just click there. Add location. It's defaulting to where I live at the moment from previous posting, so I'm leaving it there. Create a promotion is just going to be, you know, you pay some money to promote it, and so if you're not in business, then you don't do it, and I don't do it. You can link it to Facebook, and then you say, fine, I'm all ready. So I click the top right-hand corner, and you click share. Okay, there you can see it posting. It's busy in the process, and there it is. And it won't stay there long because somebody has paid to take the top spot. Okay, and but you know, 2 people have paid. Okay, a lot of people have paid. So you get these. It's a big business place. But anyway, you saw it being posted there. So that was in there. So whether you're doing a video or a story, that's where you go. And then the heart there is your activity page, where anybody that's been doing things, Instagram lets you know. Okay, so somebody liked that, and somebody, you know, started following you, talking to me, Instagram talking to me, so that sort of activity. And any of them you can decide, well, you know, let's go and have a look, and clicked on it, and goodness, okay, she really puts that as her bio. That's quite a hectic bio she's put in there. Okay, so you will find all sorts of bios. Okay, and then you click the back arrow and you back to here, and this little squiggly sign is your where you send off emails and communicate with people and so forth. Okay, and like you would with Telegram or WhatsApp or Messenger, it is also a Messenger app. Okay, and this is where you would go for the Messenger. I want to just do the backspace, and then coming back to the bottom now. I just wanted to show you where to post. That's why we jumped up the top. So this, okay, this is called Reels. And this is where your video can go for 1 minute, and so it's a very different. It's relatively new compared to everything else on Instagram. It's the latest sort of. So they're busy promoting it. That's why they probably took the plus sign off the bottom of the screen and put it somewhere else in order to make this the center of attraction. To the right of that is your handbag, where you can open a shop inside Instagram, and you can sell things here. And so, yeah, we do have a class that specializes in teaching you how to market and do the shop in great detail. On the bottom, on the extreme right, as on the slide, is your profile page, and there you see the profile. Okay, and you can now click on edit profile and you can change anything that is seen on your profile. Okay, so you go and play with it, or you take our advanced class and they'll take you through the editing. And this 3 dots at the top, as I mentioned on the slides, by clicking it, you get all types of options for you to have a look at. You know, the first one would definitely be go and look at your settings. Okay, and because some of you haven't even got your first Instagram account, I don't want to get into too much detail, but here you would look and just click on any one of these and start setting your security. And so, yeah, let's stop now and see if there are any questions about anything in the class that you'd like to know about. And Kim, are there anybody asking questions on the chat?
There are actually no questions in the chat, but real quick, Michael, if ever you put in, I mean, you upload a story, can you hide it to certain like people that follows you?
Yeah, you can upload something and select who sees it, okay? And keep it off your profile, yes. Okay. In our detailed class, we cover those. So there's a lot more detail, I think, clearly on each one of these aspects. And I hope that you do the class. I don't do the advanced class, but there is somebody that does. And so it would be worth taking the Instagram advanced class if you want to know about that sort of detail. Okay. Any other questions?
No,
Okay.
it's one of those things where I don't know what I don't know, so I'm gonna have to play with this for a little while to find out.
That's a lovely word, Susan, play with it. And I encourage all of you to play with it, because, I mean, let's just, let's just play a little bit now. Let me maybe click on my, and that's my icon. It says your story because this is my Instagram account. And so, if I click on my own, I can now, I've got my camera in my hand looking at my TV screen, and I can go look at the garden over there. I can look at my microgreens I'm growing here. I could take a photograph straight away, or I could take a video and I could post to a story. You see at the bottom of the screen here, it says story, okay? So I could also change it to reels and then do a longer than 15 seconds, okay? So, but anyway, I'm going to click the cross sign there. I just wanted to show you that. Now, let's have some more fun. Let's click on see what this person is up to here on her story, okay? So we click her story, and Nana is 21, half of flats. Oh, let's go straight on to the next one, okay? And to the next one, okay? So okay, so I, on purpose, I didn't put I suppose one could put the volume on, but you don't really want to, because sometimes in a class like this, it's not necessarily appropriate what they're saying, okay? So, but yeah, that would, maybe the shred, there wouldn't be anything there that would be, so skate night tonight, best trick of the palm edge to win a case. Okay, there they do some skating, okay. And you see this little, you could post that, now straight to the next one. So there we are, the green screen behind you to use it Zoom. Oh, no, yeah, she's going to Zoom, yeah. Okay. And that's what I'm using. I'm using a virtual background at the moment. So I guess it's a little more fun with sound, but you're going to have fun on it, okay? And we'll actually, I wonder if I just do something. I know that person that's in there now, and he's an upright person, and I'll just see.
Your stories to the next
Okay, I've
level, you
turned
have
up
to
the-
use the app.
I thought he
in
was going to
stories.
say
I've been using
something.
it for myself and for my clients for the last few months, and it just gives you all of those animated different templates, music, stickers, cool design elements. And
Okay. So we're having some fun, you see, and we're pressing these. I'm going to press the cross at the top there. All right. It's coming to the time where we need to be parting ways. I'll take any more questions. I'm going to stop sharing. But let's take any more questions that you might have about one of my favorite apps, Instagram. Okay, nothing more going. Then we're going to say goodbye. Okay, enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay.
It's bedtime for me.
Lunchtime for me.
Good
That's
night.
good. Good night.
Good day.
Thanks very much. Okay.
Good night,
bye.
everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.